So this is critically important. None of what I say is rocket science. You know, in hindsight, it's all common sense. It's surprising that there isn't more successful entrepreneurs out there. But in terms of idea creation, the trick that people are playing is an X is an X is an X. But if you deconstruct the X and understand the essence of the X, and then think about different ways you could put the X back together again, the components of the X back together again, you're going to come up with new models that have new value. So hopefully there's no anthropologist or archaeologist here, but apparently Egyptian civilization and Mayan civilization came up with the concept of the circle at about the same time. But the Egyptian civilization was able to deconstruct the circle and reconstruct it as a wheel, whereas the Mayan civilization did not, or took them longer time, and that caused a big jump in terms of the rate of growth of those two civilizations. So if you're thinking about any type of a new startup or a new venture concept, I very much suggest that you do a block diagram of this type with exchanges of value. So this is a hypothetical company called Patients Like Me. On this side are patients with a similar disease, some type of cancer. What is it that these patients want to do? They want to share information with one another on a safe platform. Are you having side effects with this particular drug? What kind of side effects are you having? What is helping? What is not helping, etc. So this company is formed that provides a free community service where personal feedback can be exchanged. In exchange, it pulls anonymized data from all these conversations and sells that anonymized data to pharma companies. This is what patients are complaining about your particular drug on our platform. Now, forgetting about the ethics and so on and so forth, whether the patients are being exploited, etc., this is the structure of perceived value exchanges. Now, going back to the deconstruction and reconstruction methodology. When someone like me looks at this, here is what we think. I'm going to, as an example, I'm going to replace patients with people thinking about divorce. People thinking about divorce need a safe platform in which they can discuss with one another, what are you going to do about the house or the dog or the children and so on and so forth. And on this side is divorce attorneys. And so these people post questions. When they cannot answer these questions anonymously, a divorce lawyer, again anonymously, answers a question. In Ohio, the rule is such and such. When this fellow is convinced enough of the expertise of this still anonymous divorce lawyer in Ohio, he says, I'm going to engage this divorce lawyer, giving some of that money, of that transaction, to the company in the middle. So when we see, that's why, the block diagram, replaceable boxes. We could probably think about 10 more, 20 more business opportunities that fit into this particular model. So to force our students to think along these ways, last year we had a healthcare hackathon where the proposition was, come up with an innovation that has been successful in an industry outside of healthcare and tell us how you would apply it to healthcare. So the students came up with, I don't know if you know these places, but if TrueCar can do it, why not a healthcare cost comparison platform? If Mint.com can do it, why not blah, blah? If Makaru can do it, why not? So this was the platform through which we forced our students to do the exercise that I just did over here.